we are going to take a look at how you can combine conditionals, meaning that you might have more than one criteria, more than one condition that must be met for a particular action to be taken. For example, if you have a school whose pass mark for a course is 80%, but in that same course you must have an attendance of greater than 70%. You can code that in to your system so that you are able to determine whether both criteria have been met before you issue a certificate or a pass mark to that person. Alright, so I have written a script already called grading.sh, and in this we're going to see the, uh, the, the means in which we combine the conditionals. Now the first part up here, the read-p, is just similar to what we it's just like what we've always been doing. We said echo, please enter your score, then read and score, and it took in the score and assigned it to a variable called score. Right? So this read p stands for prompt. Read p is just a short form of doing the same thing. So what the script will do is it will it will prompt you to please enter your score, and it will store whichever value you enter in the variable called score. And the same thing happens for the attendance, right? So now we come down to what we are trying to do in this particular class, in this lesson. All right, so here we have two ampersands. This stands for and. Now you have three ways of combining conditionals. You have and, you have or, and you have not. And, or, and not. Right. So here the and is in action. If the score is greater than or equal to 80, and the attendance is greater than or equal to 70%, then the candidate has met the criteria for graduation. Else, he still has work to do. She still has work to do. Okay, so this is the operator here. Double ampersand stands for and. So let's test this to see if it works. Then we will come back and try the or combination. So I will exit here and I will run this script. Grading.sh. Please enter my score. I scored 100%. Enter your attendance percentage. I attended for 100%, and so I met the criteria for graduation. If, on the other hand, I had failed in either one, score 100%, but my attendance was 65%, then I still have work to do. All right. So that is the and in operation. If the candidate meets both criteria, then the first will be executed, else the second will be executed. All right, so that's and. Now, what if I had a more lenient administrative system, and I felt that maybe practicals were more important than just the scores in your test or exam, and I felt that okay, if a person scored 80%, or he attended more than 70% of the class, then he would have met the criteria for graduation. I could change the script to reflect that by using two pipes. All right. So these pipes are the or operator. So the criteria has changed now. If I score either 80% or have 70% attendance, then I've met the criteria for graduation. I need to have failed in both of them not to have met the criteria for graduation. So I will save this and exit, and let's run it again. Let's test this. Let me clear here. I run. My score is 80%, 30%, all right? But my attendance is 100%. So I have met the criteria for graduation. It will take me failing both for me to still have work to do. All right? So that's the OR operation in action. Now to round this up, let me change this back to an and then look at the not. Now the not operator is just an exclamation mark in front of the the condition that you want to negate. All right, if you want to negate it. So in other words, if if the score is not greater than or equal to 80 and the attendance is greater than or equal to 70, then you will have met the criteria for graduation. Now this is a crazy criteria for graduation, I must admit, but just for this example, let it fly. All right, so let's save and exit and try it again. I run this. Now in an ordinary class, if a person scored 100% and he had 100% attendance, he would pass. But look at this. I still have work to do. In this crazy class, um, the man that scored very little but got 100% attendance is the one that has met the criteria for graduation. All right, all because of our cookie not operator. Right? So those are the three operations that you can use to combine conditions and, or, and not. All right, let's take a few questions and move on.